Olympics means everything to me. You've got to be on top form when you're competing with the best in the world. I'm not one for like sitting still, so I feel like I've got unfinished business at the Olympics. My name is Beth Potter and I am the World Champion in Triathlon. You dive into the water and you just have arms and legs and bodies everywhere. It's difficult to kind of know where you are in that kind of washing machine, I like to call it. I find the bike really exciting. It's fast, it's a bit furious. You just have to be super switched on all the time and just keep your wits about you and make sure that you don't miss any breaks, so it's a bit chaotic. I always feel quite relaxed when I get onto the run because it's what I'm best at, and as long as I'm there in the front group by the end of the bike, you know, I feel like it's mine to lose. I started off as a swimmer and then got into running through swimming, but found I was better at running, so I kind of pursued that while I was at university. And then after I competed at the Rio Olympic Games, I decided to make the change to triathlon. I think as long as I can remember, you know, back when I used to watch the Olympics, I think my first memory was 2004 and Kelly Holmes winning the double. I just knew that's what I wanted to do. Like I wanted to be a sports person and I wanted to be good at it. It's never certain, it still is never certain that, you know, I'm gonna not have an injury or a crash on the bike, you know, you're always like one race away from, I guess, it all ending, but I just love it, and yeah, it's just such a good job. I've got 2 degrees and I worked full-time as a teacher as well, so yeah, I've got something that I can go back to if it doesn't work out, I guess, but it's going okay so far. So. I learnt a lot from teaching. I think probably the biggest 2 things are resilience, because you've got to be pretty resilient to teach 18-year-olds, and patience as well, because certainly that's something I've had to be good with and really try at, is being patient and not wanting it all now, or like, you know, wanting it all in the last couple of years, just, you know, letting nature take its course and just trusting the process and getting those results when they come. I've always loved training. My parents, when I was younger, used to ground me from training if I was misbehaving or whatever. So I think you have to want to do it. You know, we do 30, 35 hours of training a week, and if you don't want to commit yourself to that amount of time of training, then it just makes life a lot harder. I do a lot of my training with boys, purely because that just pushes me. You know, they're a lot better than me, so I can, you know, I get pushed every single session. And I feed off that, so I enjoy that. I would say I'm a creature of habit, yeah. I like to do the same things. Yeah, certainly around races, I like to have the same kind of prep leading into each race, and yeah, even down to the same food. I've got a good support network when I go away to races. You know, I'm there with people that I train with here in Leeds, so everything is quite familiar, and you know, I've been on the circuit quite a few years now, so I know these places that I'm going to every year. So I knew it was probably going to be between me and one other girl going into the World Champs. There was only 30 points that separated us, so basically whoever beat the other was going to win the overall title. I think the overriding emotion was relief at the end, just the fact that I'd done it and it had just been a dream race, dream season, and to finish it off the way I did, it was just amazing. So recovery is the kind of 4th discipline in my sport. Obviously with the amount of training that I do, it's really key to be able to recover for the next session. Everyone knows how much I struggle with sleep. I find it really difficult, especially in that week leading into the race, just to get good quality sleep. Yeah, I've tried lots of things now, and I think a combination of all of them have definitely helped me get better sleep. I'm hoping that now that I've got it nailed in the off-season, hopefully I can just carry that on through into the season. I take the magnesium before I go to bed, probably like an hour before I go to bed. I think with the magnesium it helps because it aids recovery, and obviously I'm doing so much sport every day. You need to be like a champion at that. And with the other products, so especially the BAM, at the moment I'm using it twice a day. Been dealing with a little bit of an ankle problem, and I found that the BAM was really helpful, you know, especially after harder track sessions. The Olympics are the pinnacle of our sport, lots of different sports, and I feel like it's the one thing I've not quite cracked yet. You know, I've got a European Championship, a Commonwealth Games medal, a World Championship title, but no Olympic medal yet. I mean, there's nothing guaranteed, so there's no guarantee that I'm going to get an Olympic medal, but I know I can do it. Like I've won the world title, and arguably that was harder than, you know, just performing on one day. I had to perform in 5 days for that, so I think, yeah, I mean, nothing's certain, but I'll give it a good go in the summer. My name's Beth Potter, and this is why I choose pure sport.